Hey man, y'all see the title, y'all see the fucking deal. So pretty much we about to be reacting to this video. Bicep size genetic test. Get your results. So pretty much my boy, I've been struggling with this shit and I ain't gonna cap my boy. I got like I don't know if y'all folks can see, I got like a long bicep insertion. So it's like I can only fit one, like realistically speaking, bro, I can only fit one finger right here. Like in between, if I use two, I'm already on my bicep, you know? I can only use one finger, like I can only fit one finger between my bicep and my forearm and shit. So since I have a longer bicep, like for most people, from here to here, the bicep will retract. Now you see, if I'm right here, my bicep is all the way right here. But if I go like this, it comes back just a little bit, but barely any. You know the deal? And so for most people, it comes back a lot more to like right here. So they have all the extra space, but my arm looks a little more full. Like my arm looks a little full, you know. But for the people who have shorter bicep insertions, I'll put up a picture like right here. So that's pretty much like a short bicep insertion, you know. So it has more space in the arm, but it doesn't look as full, and it doesn't look like, you know, doesn't look like, it doesn't look yellow, you know, because it has a little space right here. But pretty much, I'm struggling with that, and then right here it says get your results. So we about to see if this nigga puts us on some shit, you know, because I'm tired of my arms looking like they have no peak, because that shit pisses me off, bro. Like I for some of the homies that have a good peak, you know, they have like a good bottom. Like fuck with like my shit's full, you know, like oh, you know, I want some peak, my boy. Right now my arms maybe are looking a little better because I did arm day, but I want a peak. Alright, but pretty much the Carter ain't working. Since the Carter ain't working, I'm gonna have to, you know, I'm gonna have to manually light this shit up, and it's a little loud and it takes a while, so I'm gonna just take a dab before we react to the video. So I'm gonna just light this bitch up real quick and then I'm about to bring it back. Alright, bro. First dab of the day, no cap, and that's a moco. So I'm about to dab this shit. Y'all see the deal? We're letting it cool off right now. Alright, ready? Let's fucking dab it. I don't know if y'all can see. That shit was a little too hot, but there's still a still another hit. No cap. This is I broke my piece right here. I broke the banger, so I got a new banger, and I haven't gotten used to it, so I'll be taking some hot ass dabs on accident. We're gonna take another one at the end of the video because this shit was not a good dab, bro. It's just hot as fuck. Ain't no cash, shit was hot as fuck, bro. Like, alright, bro. So I'm gonna take another one at the end of the video because what the fuck, bro? That shit was hot as fuck. That shit burned my throat. Like, that shit burned my throat. So that shit even tastes good, like for real, bro. So I'm gonna take another one when we're done with the video because 25 minutes. So we about to see what's up with it, my boy. Let's react to this shit.
What's up, guys? It's Kevin here, AthleteNext.com. So are you ready for the hard truth about how big your biceps are going to be? I don't care how hard you train them, there's a test. The test is the finger test. It's going to tell you everything you need to know about how big your biceps can be.
The
You
finger
ready to
test?
take it with me?
That sounds a little
Get
weird,
your
my
arm,
boy.
sit up, get your arm here, bend it 90 degrees, and then put your finger in the space here between the end of your bicep and your forearm. Can you get one finger in there? I can't. I actually need to put more than one, so I've got two. Two fingers fills the space for me without overlapping.
One finger fills the space.
Some people might even be able to put three in. The idea is, if you can fit more than one, you're in rough shape, my friend, as far as how big your biceps can get. But before you start getting really depressed about how big your biceps can be, let me ease your mind a little bit. The test is bullshit. See, a lot of times people will spew this advice out, we like to call it bro science, but they'll spew this advice out in the gym, and it does nothing but discourage you from wanting to train and train hard. And I've seen people tell me, Jeff, I stopped training my biceps because I have a 3-finger gap there, which means I'm never going to have a good looking bicep. That's bullshit, and you never should have stopped in the first place because the advice is wrong. All you're trying to do here and all you're actually getting information on is how the muscle bellies sit in your arm, how long your muscle belly is genetically. It is a genetic component. Our muscle belly length is genetic. However, that doesn't mean you can't develop what's there.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That hit me right now. I'm fucking geek. That shit was
If you
hard as
have a
fuck,
shorter
but
muscle
that shit hit
belly,
me.
supposedly more than 1 finger, 2-finger muscle belly, you're going to have a shorter looking bicep. But guess what? If you develop it, it's going to peak. It's going to come up and become a peakier bicep, which a lot of people prefer in the first place. If you have a longer insertion here, you're going to get one that actually fills this gap up. You're going to have 1 finger gap in there. And if you develop that, you're not going to have as tall of a bicep, but you're going to have a fuller bicep. But none of it should discourage you from training it in the first place. Bad advice.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit, it doesn't discourage me from like working it out, but it just makes me like, fuck, like I'm just like, damn, man, you know, like just one of those things you just like, fuck, I don't have that shit.
Stop because of that. So what you can do is you can influence the shape of your bicep because of the fact that your genetics are dictating how long or short your tendons are. But your development of your bicep, guys, that's just hindered by your effort level and the amount of effort that you put into your workouts and training your biceps. So here's the last little bit of advice for you. Number 1, obviously don't ever get discouraged about it. Number 2, if you happen to have a longer bicep but you wish you had a peakier bicep, all you have to do is start training that long head a little bit more. And we can do that by getting our long head in stretch with an exercise like an incline dumbbell curl. It's going to preferentially hit the long head of the biceps and allow you to get that backside a little bit taller, right? And maximize what you have. You're already lacking that height because you have a longer, fuller bicep, but it doesn't mean that you can't try to develop the weakness or the weaker area of your bicep.
Damn.
You could also do that by having your hands in closer while your elbows are tucked while doing your curls to try to hit more preferentially the outer or longer head of the bicep. And for those that have the peakier bicep but are wishing they had a little bit more fullness, well, you could do exercises that place your biceps out in front of you. Put your arms out in front of you, like a spider curl. Right here, you can actually hit the short head, which is going to add some more bulk and beef to the biceps, as well as the obvious hammer curls. You might have to do a lot more hammer curls than somebody else just to try to beef up the bicep by bulking up the brachialis underneath. You see, there's always a training strategy, but you're never waving the white flag because some test driven by bro science is telling you that you're doomed because you can fit a finger or 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever. Guys, I hope you found this video helpful and most of all encouraging, because you should never let that kind of stuff dictate how you train. Always train hard, and no matter what.
No cap, my boy. Fucking train hard and you'll see results. No matter how you look, if you train hard, you're gonna fucking see results.
How you look, what the shape of your arms are, genetically what the shape of your muscle bellies are, you're gonna look damn good if you train and eat right.
Yep.
Head to athletenex.com right now if you want a training program that puts the science back in strength, tells it to you the way it is, no bullshit. It's over at athletenex.com. Day by day, meal plans, workouts, everything you need. In the meantime, if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave your comments and thumbs up below. And also let me know, have you tried the test? I did. I fell for it way back when I was in high school. But I promise you never again. All right, guys, I'll talk to you again soon. Oh, by the way, one last punchline. You want to know another guy who's pretty good? He had a 2-finger gap here in his biceps. I'll leave you with a picture. You might recognize who he is. All right, guys, I'll see you again soon.
Homie Arnold. One thing I will say, bro, is if you do have a short bicep, like anything you do, like if you barely work it out, like I said, bro, you're gonna have a fat peak. Like that shit just gonna be, that shit just gonna be there for you're gonna have a fat peak. But if you have a longer bicep, you know the deal. But most people really like in general, most people prefer the peak because it's like naturally, if I'm doing some shit right now from the side angle, my biceps are a little longer, so like my arm looks wide, like it looks full, but it doesn't look like it has a peak, like no peak, no nothing, but it looks a little full. So it's like if the bitch is looking versus me, like if they see this, they're like, oh, this nigga don't really have muscle. It's just like I mean, I know it's muscle, but it's like it don't really look like muscle. You know, the deal looks more like fat. You know, so they're gonna be like, you know. And if they see a guy with the ball, it's more distinct. Like you can tell it's muscle. You can if you see that shit, you're gonna be like, oh, that's muscle. You know. But if you see like an arm like this, now fucking let's say I'm lifting some shit, you know, in front of the fucking baddies, whatever, fool. You know the deal. That shit gonna look like fucking fat. That shit ain't gonna look like no muscle. You know. It ain't gonna look. It ain't gonna look that good. Hey, I'm looking kind of good in this lighting though. No cat. You see the deal. I see the deal. Hey, but pretty much we're gonna take one more dab right now, real quick. Let me get this shit ready. Let me get this shit ready. I'm about to make this shit full screen for y'all fools. No cap. No cap. Check this shit out, my boy. Y'all see the deal? Not only did I get a better angle, or not only did I make that shit full screen, I made that shit a better angle. I think that shit deserves a fucking follow and a fucking a sub and a like or some shit. I don't know. That shit deserves a sub though, no cap. Just like this bitch up. Alright, so pretty much I got that shit heated up. Hopefully I don't take a fucking hot dab, cause honestly, bro, I've been either taking them too cold or too hot lately. Cause I got a new banger and I don't really know how to like when it's new, you can't really tell like when it's time to stop lighting it up a little bit, just more on time. And I don't do it on time. I do it on like seeing how hot it gets, you know. But I'm trying my best. Y'all see the deal. Alright, we're doing another little moco. That shit ain't. I think the other one was a little fatter, but this one will do the deal. No care. Alright, no care. I think we're chilling. I waited a minute already, so let's just dab it. Cheers. No care. No care. That one was a good dab, bro. Gotta get the thumbnail picture right now. No cap. Yeah, that one's it. That one's a thumbnail picture. Y'all see the deal. So pretty much, no cap. I fucking killed that shit. But no cap, if y'all fuck with this type of video and shit, no cap, let me know. You know, my bad. But all right, I'm gonna try not to cough, but that shit hit me though. So, I but on some real shit though, if y'all fuck with the video, you know, leave a comment down below, like, be like, yeah, fuck with the video, like that shit, subscribe, you know the deal. But when y'all fuck like or comment, like I'm saying, bro, that shit, you know, that shit makes me want to post more and shit. So thank y'all for fucking liking and commenting and shit. But no cap, that's pretty much the end of the video. But I'll see y'all for the next one.